Hey guys, this is Fake Tofu, and today I wanted to do a video covering the Toxic Set and whether or not it's worth investing in. The Toxic Set gives you a 50% chance to place a 2.5 poison debuff on your enemy. It is a set that requires you to have 4 pieces, so it does take up a lot of your gear inventory if you wanted to use 3 sets that requires only 2 of the gears. Now, I'd say the best 4-piece set is probably Lifesteal. You'll see people use it in campaign mode, clan boss, faction wars, dungeons, and Toxic, you probably don't see anybody using it. So today we're here to see if it's worth using at all. So the poison debuff is primarily used in clan boss. You're probably not going to see much use out of it in campaign, faction wars, or even arena, as it's not really good for clearing waves of enemies. The damage is based on the enemy's max HP, so the more HP they have, the more damage you'll do. Therefore, clan boss, dungeon bosses, and maybe even some bosses in faction wars will give you the highest potential of damage output. So today I wanted to test the Toxic Set in clan boss and see how it fares up without the poison debuff added on. And the champion I chose to use this on is Coldheart, as she does have an A1 that does 4 hits. Before we run clan boss, I wanted to show you guys the probability of actually landing a poison debuff based on the number of hits of your champion's skills. This chart shows you the probability of landing at least X number of procs based on X number of hits. So because we're using Coldheart today and her A1 does 4 hits, let's take a look at this first column. The chances of us getting at least 1 poison debuff is 93%. The chances of getting at least 2 debuffs, 68, 3, 37, and 4, 6%. So because our A1 does 4 hits, it's highly likely that we'll at least get 1 poison debuff on the clan boss. 2 debuffs is pretty likely, 3 debuffs is somewhat unlikely, and 4 debuffs is probably not going to happen. So based on this information, let's see how much damage we can actually do on a clan boss with the poison debuff set. So let me go over the actual gear I'll be using for Coldheart. On her weapon, I have HP percentage, speed, crit damage, and crit rate. On the helmet, I have resistance, HP percentage, speed, and attack percentage. On the shield, I have HP percentage, accuracy, speed, and defense percentage. For gloves, I have crit rate as the primary stat, and the substats are accuracy, defense percentage, HP flat, and speed. For the remaining set, I opted to use an accuracy set to boost the accuracy of Coldheart so we can land the poison debuffs. The chest plate has HP percentage, while the boots have speed. So overall, these are fairly decent stats for Coldheart. They're not the greatest, but what we're testing here today is how much damage we can get from the poison debuffs as opposed to not having them. And for masteries, I don't have Giant Slayer on this Coldheart. She is using the crit damage 20%. Once again, this shouldn't affect the results as we are just testing to see how much damage she gets from having the poison debuffs. Here we are running clan boss with Coldheart using a Toxic Set. Now we want to see as many poison debuffs as possible whenever she uses her A1 or even her A2 or A3. Now her A2 automatically gives her a poison debuff whenever the clan boss has heal reduction on. For this team, I chose to use Steel Skull, Apothecary, Tyrell, and Razin. The reason I chose Apothecary is so we can keep Coldheart alive, because she doesn't have a lifesteal, so she is really squishy. If we can't get those heals in, she will die pretty early in clan boss. So hopefully this will help her last a little bit longer to see how much more damage output we can get from those poison debuffs. As you can see right now, Coldheart is getting a lot of damage done to her. Thankfully she just got healed, so she's still alive. And right now we aren't seeing any poison debuffs at all. Okay, Steel Skull just landed a debuff. So I believe for that A1, she landed at least one poison debuff. And for that A1, she landed 0. Okay, she did land a poison debuff using Heartseeker. And it looks like she didn't get any poison debuff on that A1, and now she's dead. So like I said, Coldheart is very squishy, so without lifesteal, she does tend to die pretty early on Clan Boss. And even with Apothecary and Steel Skull healing, it didn't help. And it looks like the team's going to wipe. Okay, so there we have it. 10.8 million damage on Clan Boss. On Nightmare, Coldheart did do about 1.8 million on her own. Okay, so really quick, this is the exact same team on the Clan Boss run without the Toxic set on Coldheart. The runtime was about 3 minutes, just like the previous one, but this time around, Coldheart only did 1.5 million damage without the Toxic set. Okay, so we just finished running Clan Boss with Coldheart using a Toxic set and without a Toxic set. With the Toxic set, she did about 1.8 million damage to Clan Boss, and without the Toxic set, she did about 1.5 million damage to Clan Boss. So what that tells me after the 2 runs is that she has about a 300,000 damage increase because of the damage from poison debuffs. Now, is 300,000 damage worth investing in 4 pieces of gear and getting them to level 16? Probably not. I'd say lifesteal is probably a lot more useful in this situation because it'll keep her alive longer and she'll end up doing more damage with Heartseeker. Or if you have Giant Slayer on Coldheart, she'll get more damage using her A1 in the long run. So in conclusion, I'd say probably stay away from toxic sets unless you have a really good use for them. As far as I can tell, it's not very useful, especially not in Clan Boss. Let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching.